Little classic rock, 99.7 WTN. Actually, it's Super Talk, 99.7. I literally got confused as to what station I was on.
What did you say? I missed it.
Well, it's classic rock. I said classic rock, 99.7 WTN, because he's playing. Sam is, again, taking liberties with the bumper music.
Has our format changed?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's a little early.
Must be, on the way.
Oh, that route.
Classic rock?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No? All right.
No.
All right, so we're going to have fun in this segment. I'm ordering everybody to have fun.
Yes, sir.
Because the news, and you admitted, Chris, that it's kind of it's a good news day, but it's all like just, woman murdered on the train and...
Bit of a Debbie Downer.
Bit of a, on this show, it's a Danny Downer.
A Danny
Thank
Downer,
you.
I apologize.
So I'm forcing everybody to try to have a good time. Kind of like when you take your kids, like to the zoo when they're like 15 and they don't care about animals anymore. It's kind of what we're doing here. So what we're doing is we're talking about those moments, those times when somebody did something really nice for you, random acts of kindness to you. So I want to hear Sam's first because he's going to be screening calls, although we have full phone lines. And I don't want to take up all the time with us because I want to hear what people have to say. But Sam, go ahead real quick.
So there was a property I was helping manage that had turned into an Airbnb over in Germantown, Nashville area. My family had previously used the building as a law firm. They sold it, but then the value just started to climb. Guy came in and bought it, and he owned it, managed it for a few months, and I was taking care of the yard and everything external, sometimes internal in the property if something broke. And he sold it. And when he did, he had a shed full of stuff, a generator, power tools, all sorts of stuff, probably $3,000 or $4,000 worth of equipment.
Nice.
And he lived in Colorado. So when the sale went through and they closed, he gave it to me. He gave me everything in that shed.
Nice.
And to me, it was I had no idea why. I didn't need any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then 3 years later, I'm owning my own home, and I need my circular saw. Yep. I need my power drill, my impact gun, and all the tools that he gave me. And then I sold the generator, and it allowed me to buy my wife's engagement ring.
Let's go.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. All right, Joan.
Good one. So this happened to me this weekend. I was traveling, flying from Baltimore to here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, from here to Baltimore. And I had a backpack on, had my granddaughter in my hands. The backpack, the adjustable straps on them?
Yep.
It comes apart. Now my backpack is hanging off of me. A lady comes over and she says, I just feel the need to help. Can I put this back on for you? So while I'm holding the baby and I'm trying to put my shoes on and, I'll do all kinds of things, she is fixing my backpack for me. And she said, just have a great day. And
Let's
I thought
go.
it was so simple. And it was
That's
such
very
a
nice.
sweet thing to do,
Yeah. All right, very good.
Yeah.
Philly Joan would have said, get away from me, you weirdo.
Philly Joan would have knifed her.
Philly
kidding.
Joan was not channeled that day.
I was not.
She's
No.
like, what car are you driving? I want to slash your tires.
I was accepting of the help.
Chris.
All right, so this was a few years ago. It was Christmas Day. Christmas Day, we had just gotten our new house a couple months back. We have very, very young kids. Kennedy's, 5, and my youngest is 3. My other youngest was 0. So we're very young kids. And you know how Christmas is. It's expensive. Mm-hmm. Times get a little bit tight. Like not like pawning off the jewelry type, but it's Christmas time. And we get a knock on the door. And it's Christmas morning, and we missed who was there at the door, but we open up the door, and there's this big bag of presents for all the kids.
Wow.
And banana muffins and a card. I kid you not, and I can't remember the exact dollar amount, but it was $100 or $200 in a card. Mm-hmm. And said, we've been there before. Have a great Christmas.
How did you ever figure out who it was?
No idea.
That is so sweet.
No idea. It was one of the nicest things that ever happened to us.
I've been very lucky. I've got several, but I'm going to make them quick. I've told both of these stories on the air before. My car stalled out in the middle of the road, and a guy who was in front of me, not behind me, and that's important because if he was behind me, he would have been helping me start my car so that he could go. But he was in front of me. My Jeep stalled. He gets out of the car in the middle of traffic and tells me to pop my hood, and he fixed my car literally on the spot. He said, I know Jeep Patriots. They're pieces of junk. I know exactly what the problem is. I had one, and he fixed my car right on the spot.
That's awesome.
And he didn't have to.
I love that.
I'll never forget that. So that's number one. Number two, similar story to yours. I had gotten fired from my first ever programming job. I actually prefer the term cutback, but whatever. And so
You were riffed.
I was one of the famous Clear Channel riffs.
Oh, was that in 2008? Was it the part of the Obama riffs?
Yep.
You know that they did that? They did that to everybody. They hid behind firing everybody on the inauguration of Barack Obama.
Ah, very good. Well, anyway, so I got an anonymous card in the mail as well. So, and never did figure out who it was. Also, a couple of things. Listeners are doing nice things for us all the time. We don't talk about it because I don't want to encourage it, because I don't want people to feel like we're trolling for stuff.
Yeah, it makes you feel kind of guilty.
But like Lindsay, she's always making us crafts.
Yep.
Like we got a bunch of pot holders back there. I've already taken a couple home for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Lindsay's always doing cool stuff. And she doesn't have to, but she does. Donna, a while back, you remember Donna, Joan, bought me the In-N-Out book. Right before I was supposed to go on vacation. So people just...
And she brought us the Polish cookies, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that, Donna?
Yeah.
Bless you, woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was known as Mandinsky that day because she brought in Polish cookies. That was dumb. So let me find out what people now... I was like, yeah, that was dumb. Phil in Nashville, give us your story. What has somebody done for you? Random act of kindness.
Hey, good morning, guys. About 25 years ago, we had recently moved to Nashville, and I had recently lost my job. In the process of all of that, we were renting an apartment. We were essentially raising our grandson, so funds were very, very low. My rent was coming due, and we didn't have maybe $5 or $10 in the bank. And the day before our eviction was to be processed, I got a call from our apartment manager that said, Phil, your rent has been paid for the month. You don't have to pay your rent. I have no idea who paid it. I have no idea how that happened.
That is amazing.
But nevertheless, I got my rent paid. And in the process of that, I made the promise that I would eventually, if possible, when possible, pay it forward. And since then, I've been able to do that several times. Maybe not to the extent of paying someone's rent, but I've been able to help people out from time to time.
I love that.
Phil, love it, and thank you very much.
Awesome story.
Yeah, thank you very much for what you did. Blair's in Nashville in WTN line 2. Go. Hey, Blair.
Hey, I had actually died twice and had to have a pacemaker put in.
You died
And
twice?
my husband, yeah.
Can I just ask, this is probably a dumb question, Blair, but was it on the same day or was it two separate times?
No, it was actually separate times, almost a year to the day, from 1 year to the other, and they finally figured out I needed a pacemaker. So, of course, my husband had stayed at the hospital with me, missed work. I had missed work. And then when I came home, this lovely lady from church, I don't even know how she knew we needed any kind of help, but she took off from work. I don't know if it was a vacation day without pay or what, but she took off from work and sat with me that day that I came home so my husband could go to work. And I just can't tell you how special that was, that she took care of me like a mom.
That's awesome, Blair.
I was a grown woman.
Blair, can I ask a very personal question? And I only got 30 seconds for you to answer, but when you died, did it affirm your faith, or how did you feel about it when you woke up?
The first time did not. The second time did. I absolutely believe in God and the afterlife, and absolutely.
He got your attention.
I'm not afraid to die.
Yeah.
All right, Blair, thank you very much for the call. Wow, that's amazing. Daniel's on the road on line 3. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, what's going on? So mine is a double kindness. We were at a Sounds game, the old stadium, Greer Stadium, and we're all way out in the cheap seats, well beyond third base. And suddenly the Lance family, like the crackers that you might buy, they came up to us and said, hey, we're supposed to throw the first ceremonial pitch. Would you like to do it? It was me, my brother, and my mom. And here we go, down to the field. And then suddenly my brother, they gave him the ball. He turns to me and says, no, you throw it. And that was a double kindness right there in one sweep.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Chris, have you thrown? Thank you, Daniel. Have you thrown out the first pitch yet at a?
I have not. I have fear of embarrassment, so I'd probably make my sons do it.
Do you know what? Here's the thing, though, is that Matt Murphy actually when he and I threw out the first pitch, I think it was a couple of years ago, he didn't even make it to the plate.
Oh, no.
And he backstopped it. So, yeah, talk to Matt Murphy about how to deal with the
embarrassment. This is exactly why I would bring both of my sons and say, you guys do it.
Fred.
You just called him out that way.
Fred is, we joked about it. Fred is in South Central on Super Talk 99.7. Go ahead, Fred.
Hello. I was driving back from Chattanooga with my 4-year-old son in the back seat of my Ford Focus 4-door car. Not a big car, but I stupidly ran out of gas about 2 miles before Murfreesboro exit. And so don't want to wake up my son. Don't want to try to carry him, get gas and all that. So I just start pushing the car. It was all right at first. It was flat, easy going. And so it became uphill. I'm singing the doxology just to, sort of like a prayer. And suddenly out of nowhere, a tow truck comes up behind me, gently touches my bumper, says, get in. He pushes me to the top of the hill. And as I begin to gain speed, he leaves. Not a word said. I drift. I gain speed all the way down the exit and pull up to the pump in the gas station right off the exit. And not another word said. But I'm not sure if it was an angel,
right,
or a human being.
Well, you know what, Fred, to you, he was an angel. That's awesome, and thank you very much for the call. Jan is on line 2 in Nashville on WTN. Jan, go ahead.
Okay, so my father owns a bunch of rental property, and he had a family that rented for him a house for about 20 years. The lady worked in the laundry at Duke University. Long story short, she was never late on a payment, never. One Christmas, he asked us all to come home, the kids and the family, to come to the house. So we go to my mom and dad's house. His renter family comes up into our home, and he said, you have been the best tenant ever. You paid me for 20 years on time, never missed, never late. And he gave her the deed to the house.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. That's amazing.
And he said you are now only responsible for homeowners insurance and taxes. And they just started crying. We all did.
I'd cry too.
That is amazing.
That's a great story.
That is a great story, Jan. Thank you very much. Sam, how much time do we have? Do we have time for one more?
Do we have time to read the text I just got from Matt Murphy?
Go ahead. Oh, no. Is he calling me out for calling him out about how he hit the backstop? And the mascot for the Sounds was like, he couldn't even stop it.
He said, wow, during the Random Acts of Kindness segment, Matt Murphy catches a stray bullet from Dan Mandis.
More like a stray pitch, Matt.
Oh, come on, man. No, I mean that in all due love and respect. Like, I'm just going to say, I barely made it to the thing that I was throwing it to. Yep. What is the Sounds mascot called?
Ozzy.
Ozzy? I barely made it to Ozzy. All right.
This is what Matt Murphy always says. All my kids are the best, but this is when kids really do come in handy, because I'd look like a great dad. I wouldn't be embarrassed, and then the kids would have a great memory.
There you go.
Ever been in like the Chick-fil-A line and the person in front of you pays for your meal?
No.
So that happened. Really?
No.
Maybe that's a Northeast thing. I don't know.
I've done that.
Happened a lot.
I've done that for people before.
I've done that for people.
Yeah.
I have not had somebody do it for me. I don't think.
It's happened for me. I thought that was really nice.
I saw a meme on the internet. This guy is getting honked at in the drive-thru because he's taking too much time. Mm-hmm. He gets up to the first window. He pays for both orders for the person behind him that was honking. Mm-hmm. He gets to the second window. He presents both receipts and takes her food, too.
Really quickly, Jeff is in Summertown. Jeff, what random act of kindness has someone done for you?
Hey, how y'all? Hey, I used to live in Cool Springs, and I was going down the interstate right in front of the mall at rush hour, and I saw this really nice Mercedes, so I pulled over to help them change a tire. And as I was doing that, I knew who it was, but I wasn't about to say anything, and I finally couldn't do it. I said, "You're Possum, aren't you?" He said, "Yes, I'm George Jones, and this is my wife, Nancy." And I was like, "I knew it." So I fixed his 450 whatever up, got the tire changed, dropped the jack down, and he shook my hand, and I could tell he greased my palm, but I didn't look at it. Went home a little bit later. It was $100 bill. I was like, oh, and I took a picture of it because it lasted a lot longer than the bill did. And as he drove away, it said no show. I was like, how did you not see no show? But it took me about 10 minutes, but I waited. I didn't say nothing. But I said, you're possum, aren't you? Oh, I shook both their hands, and that was I got goosebumps right now. And I know y'all got to go, but I love all of y'all. I've been listening for 20-plus years, literally every day all day long for the last 15 years. And, man, I got to throw out a shout-out to Uncle Phil with your 100,000 watts because he might not hear me out here in the woods.
All right,
but,
Jeff. Thank you very much.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy. Love y'all.
You too.
Appreciate you, Jeff.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there you go. All right, very good. Jeff's a good guy, obviously smart, knows how to change a tire.
Yeah?
Yeah.